to Hayward Wright's credit, like they've done nothing but make our lives better, whether that be initially helping us solve some quite serious accounting problems at one end of the spectrum, to now being in the position where today we're opening another restaurant that we own with a mortgage that they've helped us get hold of. It's ridiculous to even think of those things being done without professional services. Like we'd still be on the starting blocks. I'm Anthony, I'm co-owner and co-founder of Be The Change Foods. We run a vegan restaurant here in Worcester. We also run a vegan cafe and bakery in Worcester too. So our first accountant was from the start not a great fit. We had a nagging suspicion, but because we'd never run a business before, we didn't know whether it was just our inexperience as to why things weren't getting done, or we didn't know that advice was bad advice or wrong advice. Over time it became clear that it was, that things weren't being done that we were being told were being done. Advice clearly was the wrong advice, and we realised that that was leading us down a blind alley that would catch us out sooner or later, but also that the accountant wasn't able to deal with the scale and the issues that we were encountering. So we knew we needed to sort that out as soon as possible. So we found Hayward Wright through a personal recommendation. So one of our customers who is now a friend, and Hayward Wright was his first and only recommendation really. Chloe and the team's first however many months work was just unpicking, and we're really grateful they were able to do that when they were. Would have been great for us to have not had to do that unpicking, but actually, like, to their credit, they've been able to do that and then start building proactively. Two things that pop into my head that we're using off Hayward Wright's recommendation are Receipt Bank, which is now called something else. It's changed its name, Dext or something like that, which is a million times easier than what we were doing with our previous accountant. It's just electronic, scan it, add a note, done. And Xero, which we were using before, to be fair, but that's just transferred across. And I think we are using it more smartly now. So we're using it for our invoicing, which Chloe talked us through how to do. Whereas before I was just doing things on Excel and turning them into PDFs. We're literally just selling things each day, and then Hayward Wright are picking up the data, and I don't know anything about it. It just happens, which is great. Like, I can spend my time working these things out, but it's like, I feel like my job is to create profit, and then I can pay someone else to do those things, and they'll be much better at it than me. But yeah, we've now been able to, through that help, have a mortgage for this place, which obviously then is an investment for us. There's all sorts of efficiencies in terms of us having separate companies that are running the different interests now. And in terms of the original company that we started, that is now much stronger for having these other ventures as well. They can help each other out in all sorts of ways, whether it's staff, resources, space, storage, I'd thoroughly recommend Hayward Wright for accounting services. In terms of the cost of it or things like that, it's not even something that registers. It's not even something that I need to consider. It's paid for itself many times over. Every time, it's an absolute no-brainer, frankly.